This is a story of a man born without gravity. Spoilers ahead. Movie starts with Natalia going to hospital for delivery of baby. Since it was midnight, not a lot of doctors were available, but the nurse does the job. The baby is born. But when they see the boy, they were surprised, because the boy starts floating as soon as he is born. Natalia says, "We got an angle baby," but boy's grandma is smart enough to understand that the boy has no gravity. They leave hospital with baby immediately. Because they want to keep boy a secret. Nurse didn't want to let them go, but Natalia insists and leaves home. On reaching home, Natalia's mother wants Natalie to remember who was the father of baby, but no matter how hard Natalia tries to remember, she can't remember who the father was. They decided to keep boy secret. Boy was named Oscar. Taking care of Oscar was hard. When left alone, he used to fly. Grandma made multiple seatbelt-based beds for Oscar. They also feared that he would fly to space if left outside, so they took great care. Then he grew little, and Natalia and Grandma didn't let Oscar go out. He used to watch Superman cartoons and asks why he was not allowed to go out. He used to watch children of his age going school and wondered how life was outside. One day, he tries to escape through window but gets caught by his grandma. After this incident, Grandma seals the house and all the windows. He truly feels like he was in jail. Grandma tells Oscar can never go out. After hearing this, mother gets angry and brings Oscar a jacket and places 2 stones in his 2 pockets and tells him that, like Superman, he can't share his secret to anyone. One day Oscar goes to buy groceries with his mother, and there he meets a girl named Agata. She gets angry on Oscar as due to him she drops all she was carrying. In rage, she hands 2 bottles of water to him and take it to her home. Oscar feels heavy, so he dishes stones. They talk all along and eventually become friends. They reach her home and Agatha asks to hand over bottle, but Oscar refuses as he knew he would fly away without weight. Agatha snatches the bottles and Oscar starts to float. As the place was closed, Oscar couldn't fly away. Agatha calls Oscar Superman. Oscar asks for help and Agatha brings a bag full of stones. Oscar gets down to floor and asks Agatha to keep this a secret. On other side, Oscar's mother was worried for Oscar and thought he flew away to space, as she found the stones that she placed in Oscar's jacket. Oscar returned with the pink bag that Agatha gave. Mother asks if he told his secret to Agatha, and Oscar lies that he didn't tell anything to her. Agatha always came to meet Oscar, but one day Natalia gets to know that Agatha knew about Oscar's secret, so from that day Agatha was not all wed to meet Oscar. The neighbors started to gossip that Oscar was treated badly by his own mother, and they fire a police complaint. Next day police comes and warns them to send Oscar school, so they start sending Oscar school. They take Oscar to school next day and quickly realize that Oscar won't fit there, and they start to cry with this thought in mind. His mother decides to leave the house and go far away to live alone. After many years, Oscar is mature now, his mother is old, and Grandma is dead. Oscar still had Agatha's bag. He never left that bag alone. Even while sleeping, he used to hug that bag. Still, he used to spend his days at home secretly, never leaving home. Although Oscar was in great care of his mother, he was fed up of his secret and life. He thinks that if world knew about him, he would be famous all over world like Superman and Batman, and write books on him. But his mother tell him if world knew about his secret, world would hate him, so he drops the idea. But one day he leaves house for a magic show without telling his mother. He shows his talent, which was being gravityless. World sees him, and he becomes instant hit all over world. Next day he meets a man named David who wants to manage business for him and make him famous and earn money. Agent insists in making Oscar famous. Oscar is given a huge home and sign a contract. Oscar performs in multiple shows and now Oscar becomes a huge successful person. Later on world names him the man without gravity. Oscar starts enjoying and earning a lot of money. But one day he realizes that the dream which he wanted to achieve, which was to become like Superman, was not which he was chasing right now. He realizes he has become a puppet. So he loses interest in all these. He is famous though, as multiple books and documentaries were made on him, where his mother was portrayed as cruel. Then in a show he is made to wear a costume of Angle. He hates it and yells at audience saying, "I am not an Angle." He starts cursing. He tells her mother that he is going to leave all these and calls Agent. Agent doesn't want him to leave, but Oscar is tired of all these and tells Agent to tell world that the man without gravity is dead. Next day multiple news broadcasts show that man without gravity is dead. Oscar's mother starts living alone and many reporters wants to interview her. After a long time, Oscar's mother dies. Oscar was still alive and adopted another life. He had grown beard and used to use wheelchair to hide his identity. He used to work as receptionist in a hotel. One day he meets his childhood friend Agatha. Agatha recognizes Oscar due to pink bag. Agatha was a changed woman. Now, she wanted a lot of money. She used to come to hotel with multiple men. Oscar was sad due to that. Oscar tells her how he felt about her, but Agatha ignores. Oscar still loved her. Agatha was changed woman. As time passes they both get to know each other and decides to marry and live in same house where Oscar used to live as a child. That's happy ending and the movie ends.